I used to chop half a quarter of a orange and try and keep as much of it in your mouth and that. So
No way.
Yeah, bro.
Really?
Yeah, they weren't no gum shields, bro. So you were getting your teeth pummeled in if you didn't move your head. So what gym are you in? I'm like, oh no, that's a dead gym, bro. Let me get somewhere nice. And I didn't fix up. Met Mr. Jeff Mayweather, my Uncle Jeff. Held the spit bucket and him for them, passed the spit bucket in Colombia again.
Big Zoom,
I'm a Big Zoo down there for the photos, and I haven't had any training because he's injured at the moment, but I do train Big Zoo.
Nice.
Yeah. Hey Chunkz, sign for the fight, man. 40 M's, you know that. He keeps calling you out, bro. 40 M's, just do it, bro.
Man, I feel evil, I know where the demons hide. Man, I'm on scheming.
Welcome back, guys, to another episode of STHROUGJ, the podcast. I can't remember what episode this is because we filmed quite a few, but we're here, we're back. This time we're in warm and hot central London, and we're at Champs with the Champ. How you doing?
Feeling great, fucking thank God. God is great, and he's got me feeling nice, man.
That's it.
It's the most important thing.
That's the most important thing indeed. Yeah, so thanks for having us in your lovely store, legendary store. Here again, obviously we've filmed a little bit of content before, but yeah, here to have a sit down with the man and have a chat. So I just want to go over a few little a few bits and pieces. And for me, like, this is the thing. So for me, when I'm having a conversation with someone, sitting down and kind of getting to know them and kind of getting in their mind, for me it's more an understanding of the difference between, I mentioned this before, but the difference between the 99% and the 1%. So there's always that kind of, there's the people that say and there's the people that do, right? And the people that do, sometimes they're a bit loopy and they have these crazy ideas, but then when they do it, they go from loopy to, oh my God, admirable.
Yeah.
So I mean, I'd say, for yourself, I want to kind of understand like yourself and like within your mind from when you were younger and the boxing and all that sort of stuff and what's kind of led up to this point. So what was kind of like, where did you go, where did you come from, kind of what were you like as a kid?
Fidgety, funny,
yeah,
always the class clown.
Mm.
Concentration was not there. Grew up on the World's End estate on the King's Road. So fortunate, to be honest, the one hood on the King's Road, but everyone on the it's where all the rich people went to get their drugs. Put it that way. It's actually just paint a picture for you. Do you know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
It's colourful, and they don't do council flats on the King's Road. They do one at the bottom of the King's Road. You know what I mean? To cut off the rich people from Fulham.
Yeah.
Do you know what I mean? So no, but it was a great place to grow up. It's a little place called Chelsea Boys Club. That used to be very different back then. Underneath the estate, there was a boxing gym. And either you played snooker, you played football, and you boxed. I took to the box.
Interesting.
Yeah.
What was the reason for that? Like, what made you?
My dad was mad about boxing. He used to watch. Back then there was no live. Like they used to be on tapes. They used to. I imagine that he used to like write off to like boxing news and places like that.
Okay.
And they had like where they would send VHS tapes to you. You never got to watch the fight. You got to listen to it on the radio, or you got to get the news in the newspaper the next day. But Vegas fights were shown on closed circuit TV in Leicester Square. My mum and dad used to smarten up and that and go to Leicester Square.
Oh, nice.
Yeah, right round here from us, you know what I mean? My old man had a nightclub around the corner from here, so it was his kind of world.
Okay.
And he was always into the boxing. I remember the big fight, Hagler and Hearns, and begging him to take me, and I was like, no, you can't, because it's like at night time and they serve alcohol and that. So it was in the cinemas.
Oh wow.
Yeah.
Oh, okay.
Right, and I remember just falling in love with boxing that kind of through my dad.
Okay.
Through my dad and my uncle, and then through the little gym, and then yeah, just grew up boxing and played a lot of football.
Okay.
Yeah, played football, and it just went hand in hand with me through school and that. And I gotta say, it gave me my discipline, to be honest.
Yeah, absolutely.
The boxing.
Absolutely. So did your dad and uncle, did they fight or they just first?
Yeah. My old man didn't have no front teeth or anything.
Oh really?
Yeah, my old man didn't have no front teeth from the boxing. Back then they weren't. It was poor in Colombia and they didn't have no gum shields and shit like that. They used to tell me I used to chop half a quarter of a orange and try and keep as much of it in your mouth and that. So
no way.
Yeah, bro.
Really?
Yeah, they weren't no gum shields, bro. So you were getting your teeth pummeled in if you didn't move your head.
Improvise though, yeah.
Yeah, they move your head. yeah, but your man had no front teeth.
Interesting. Okay, so fighting from a young age, and then obviously you got into the boxing. Okay, cool. So how does that kind of transpire? So obviously, like left school, then where was you kind of head at? Was it like the boxing? Like was that what you wanted to do? Or?
No, I got picked to play football. Like I said, decent level from school. Like I got to play for like West London and then London, and got to go for trials and stuff. Ended up playing a bit for Fulham, a bit for QPR.
Oh, nice.
So like the boxing was always something that I did at the club because it was my fitness kind of thing, and that's what kept me kind of like in all of my sports. It done me well for my football. I even went to America to play football.
Oh really?
Yeah. After I played, like once you get released from these kind of clubs and stuff, like you end up smaller clubs. So I ended up places like Hendon, Tooting and Mitcham. And I thought, this is just getting worse and worse now, you know? So I'm just gonna go to America. And I played football out there in the university for a while.
Really?
Yeah, man. And then there I also cut hair and boxed. And same thing, I've always tried to like, I just know that the fine tuning came in the boxing. You know, like the fine tuning of the body, and I just always felt that I had an edge on a lot of the footballers.
Yeah.
You know?
Yeah.
It gave me super confidence, to be honest.
Yeah, absolutely.
Yeah.
Absolutely. So what was America like for football?
Beautiful, man. It was just as the MLS was starting up.
Alright, yeah.
So it was before like Beckham and all them that made it big time like it is now. But it was the beginnings. And over there in the school system, like football is more of like a girls' game. You know, like the soccer mums thing that's why they say the soccer mums saying. It's because like it's more of a girls' sport in high school.
Oh, okay.
Yeah, but because of the MLS starting to kick off, it was starting to have money pumped into it, so it was a fun place to be. It was hilarious. I'd never played football with penalties when you kicked off from the halfway line and ran it up to the area, and then when you got to the area, the keeper could run out to you. It's hilarious. I've never seen it. You trying to chip the keeper or you trying to like pass. It was weird. It was very weird. Won a few titles there and got cheerleaders and stuff like involved, and it was hilarious, bro. Like, it was weird. It was just weird, but it was really fun. I gotta say, it was really fun.
Yeah.
And to survive, like, you know, I used to get a goal bonus. I used to get paid to play, and that was amazing because you're at school. You know, like. But yeah, that was a hell of a lot of fun.
Interesting. They do it big over there as well, don't they?
They do everything big. They do everything big, bro. Like, there's nothing small. There's nothing. You know, like the school dean came, signed me up after seeing like what we could play, and just took me to like a boot room where they had absolutely everything. Like, so I'm thinking, this is a school team, you know. Like over here, you know, let's say you go to like whatever college or whatever, and that here, they don't give you fuck all, bro. They don't give you nothing. And over there, they're just like 2 pairs of boots. These in case it rains, 2 runners because you'd have to run every day. So like these are your kicks, and have an extra pair. So if in case you get wet, they used to take you cross country running. A lot of so.
Interesting.
Yeah, they do it different out there, that's for sure, bro.
Yeah, absolutely.
Yeah.
It's funny as well because obviously like down in the UK and down here in England especially, obviously like football's a sport. But like you say, you don't get the same treatment over there, but they know how to do it.
I think over here everyone's trying to be a footballer. So it's just thousands and thousands of kids, right?
Yeah.
I think it's got to be even harder, like just to sift through.
Oh, absolutely.
Right, to find those gems. But
Yeah.
obviously, I think it's easier if the whole country is immersed in it so passionately, like it is here. It's beautiful how you know, but it's born here, right?
Yeah,
But
absolutely.
so is boxing.
Yeah, this is true.
Yeah.
This is very, very true. So I heard you mention earlier as well that you had started cutting hair and stuff while obviously you're over in the States. So did you start doing that before? Like, when did that start?
I started cutting hair because my mum used to cut hair, bless her, man. You know, like, I love her, man. She used to work 3 jobs. Early morning, go and do an office job, and then come and do a cleaning job even after hours. Yeah, man.
Wow.
3 jobs. And then and then so like all week I used to see her like wiping her brow and coming home tired, you know. I was raised by my grandma. And so on Saturday was the only time I saw her happy and having a laugh.
Yeah.
Because she was cutting hair.
Oh, really?
Yeah.
Oh, nice.
So I would be like, there's something there. And so my mum used to cut only women's hair.
Okay.
And the course that she had done, she had like a bag like that. And there was always her barbering stuff at the bottom because she didn't do no men's.
Yeah.
And I was like literally just walking past that, like the machines. It's the bag would always be open. I'd always look in, and I'd always see the machine. Something like not one there, but anyway, you know what it is.
Yeah.
Just something that resembles this from like there's this laying. Now they don't have cords, but back then. Yeah, the big one with cord. I just grabbed that bag and I went, you know what? I went to my bedroom and all my mates were there and I went, yo, who wants a haircut? I don't know what made me do it, what made me say it, but obviously God has done everything for me, you know what I mean? He's everything for me.
Yeah.
And I just truly believe that it was my calling. Grabbed those machines, no one wanted to get a haircut. There was 6 of us. Back then we were playing Nintendo, 1 player, Mario, and if one of us was good or all of us were good, you were going to be sitting there forever waiting for him to fall through the fucking holes and all that. So I just started speaking to him saying like, listen bro, like by the time my man does, bro, I would have finished up. You know what I mean? Like, yeah. You can't cut hair. My line, bro, from then, and I still use it when I teach barbering is, my mum can cut hair, I can cut hair, it's in my blood. So I started right there with the first one. I went, go on in, Chad, let me do my thing. And ever since, and like I said, I've managed to get myself on stages and academies teaching people how to cut hair, and I've never ever done a course myself. It's all been self-taught, bro, thank God.
Really?
Yeah, bro.
Wow.
Yeah.
Wow.
I learned from the broom sweeping up, like watching barbers making coffees, going to get the newspapers, going to put the bets on at the bottom of the betting shop, coming back, putting up with the customers, you know, doing the customers that the barbers didn't want to do, you know, like yeah, I've been through it a lot, man, like, you know, been through like doing the kids that didn't move, you know, didn't want to like sit still, you know, doing the old people and stuff. You know, even doing the guy that they knew that had AIDS and stuff, and they were like, oh no, I'm not going to touch him. I was like, oh, God sent us to be barbers, he needs a haircut. And so I just truly believe that God put that in my path to cut hair.
Yeah.
And it's been my connection to a lot of like amazing things, a lot of amazing opportunities in my life. Yeah, it's been amazing.
Incredible.
Yeah.
Incredible. So what was your first trim like? How was that?
Oh, it was hilarious, bro. So, well, bless him, one of our boys was, you know, not well off, let's just say. And he was always like the rustiest one out of all of us, you know what I mean? His afro was always he was always roaring. And so I just turned around to him and I said, look, man, come. Anything I do is going to look better than that mess. And he went, bro, you know what, you're right. And he was like kind of like used to like his mum, like once he got too much, like hey, go to the barbers, or they'll probably try and do it themselves, and he's always walking around bodged up, you know what I mean?
Yeah.
So I mean, you look amazing. Obviously, you know what I mean, with like but I put a lot of heart and soul into it. And as I started doing that, I realised that I was enjoying it. You know, that's kind of like what you've got to, you know, I guess it's kind of like if you're making music or you're making anything in life.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? Even if you're making sandwiches and that, bro, like if it feels kind of therapeutic and you feel like yo, this is fun, I can do this all day long, bro. Like, that's how I felt. You know, I feel like I can do this all day long, it feels cool. That's exactly what I did, bro.
Yeah, absolutely. I feel like you say, I was going to say exactly the same thing. Like, it can be anything in the world, but it's when you do it and you feel like that thing and you feel it within you, that's the thing that you want to do and you want to continue doing that, so it makes sense.
My mum always taught me, if you see another man doing it, you can do it. It don't matter if he's a champion of the world or he's climbing up buildings. You can do it if another human being can do it.
I completely agree.
So I was like, right, wicked mum, right, she gave me that. My grandma gave me, like, don't matter if you're I don't matter if you're going to be a street sweeper, just be a good man and be the best street sweeper in the world. So I got that too. I was like, alright, cool. Like, whatever you do, just try and be the best in the room at least.
Yeah.
Because that's the only way I'm going to show that I'm trying to be the best in the world.
Yeah.
So, and it's a big thing to think the best in the world. It might sound a little bit like that, but I knew what my grandma was doing with me, you know what I mean? She was very clever. And you know, what grandma said, like, it's the word, you know what I mean?
100%. I think when you've got a good family unit around you and they tell you what you need to hear, you've got all the ammo to kind of take over the world. 100%.
Yeah, I was lucky to have my grandma.
I appreciate that massively. So okay, cool. So you've done that, doing the barbering. How does that progress then? So obviously you worked in the barbershop and stuff like that. When did you kind of have that click where you're like, right, I want to do my own thing. I want to kind of start this, which was obviously down the road a little bit before. But.
Oh, okay. Nah, you know, like I'd cut hair in South, I'd cut hair in North, I'd cut hair in different places. Had great following everywhere I went, thank God. Again, people's person, innit, like, you know. Always tried to help. If I found out someone didn't have a job and stuff, I tried to tell them, look, come and get a haircut. When you start getting paid again, you can pay me, do you know what I'm saying? Like, we'll get a free haircut while you fucked, you know what I mean?
Yeah.
They said just like doing that, but I'd just make them come in at a dead time.
Yeah.
Where I would have been dead anyway.
Yeah.
And so just working for other barbershops, and I just thought, you know what, like, you know when you've got like bosses that just want to push you and get more out of you and stuff. I don't mind that. I don't mind hard work. I love hard work. If it ain't hard, then I don't think it's work. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
So, kind of like got bored of like doing work for someone else, not just for someone else. I don't mind working in like with someone else and all that. But when you just know that you could be given a lot more, but you're not being able to, you're not being let to. Just feel like my wings were like kind of clicked a little bit. Not to get away in no way, but it was just to give a better service. You know, you had bosses that would hurry up there. The haircut was more than 20 minutes and I was talking too much to a guy that I can tell that needed a fucking hug, let alone a couple words, bro, in his ears.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? Like, I've been blessed with that, you know what I mean? That's why I say it's from God.
Yeah.
I can talk to people, like I'm kind of a good reader of like, yo, something's up with this guy, and I don't feel like I should let him leave without like saying, yo, what's up?
Yeah.
You know what I mean? Before he goes and does something stupid or something bad happens to him, you know?
Yeah, absolutely.
So, yeah, like, that kind of encouraged me to like, so you know what? God, if you give me a little barbershop, like I've always wanted it, with my boxing gloves and my crazy posters, yeah. I'll make sure that I won't treat my people the way my man makes me treat people or whatever.
Yeah.
And I'll let the barbers be barbers and let them be human with the people.
Yeah.
I'll just, you know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
You know, that's why I asked them. And yeah, sure enough, bro. It's mad that you should say that you know, people start thinking that you're mad. That's exactly what happened, bro. Like, when I had my own little barbershop, tried to get it in South London, was blocked. God sent again. God moving me and showing me that, like, nah, because you know, God shuts that door, it ain't opening.
Yeah.
But he'll open up another one for you and he'll open it.
Yeah. The right one.
The right one, the bigger one. And so I ended up here in the West End. I was cutting hair, bro, and just got a phone call. Woman called me and said, look, I've got a little shop in the West End. I've heard you're a great barber, that you've got good clientele, you're good man. Someone gave me your number. It's like, I didn't have fuck all in the bank, man. And I don't know what made me go like, yeah, I'll have a look. And I just went for it, bro.
Really?
And then God just paved the way for me to this. And I went there to my little shop. It was hilarious because I said, I'm going to do it on my own. I said, I'm going to do it on my own, man. I said, no, I want to cut on my own.
Really?
I want to fuck it because I'd come from being the gentleman in the team in the other shop.
Yeah.
And it took a toll on you dealing with people. So I thought, fuck it, I just want to cut hair on my own. And my wife was like, you're mad. I went, no, like, you know what? Even my wife didn't believe in me that I'd get a shop in the West End. People thought I was crazy that I was going to try and get a shop in the West End. You know, because I cut afros and I cut fades and everyone thought, I'd always said it from when I was a kid that it's about the West End, bro.
Yeah.
I want to be in the West End. I'm a West End boy. Like, I want to be in the West End. You know, that's where it's at.
Yeah.
Where the theatres are at, cinemas are at, where everything cool is at.
Yeah.
So, yeah.
Interesting. And I'd say, do you know the mad thing? Because obviously I've been coming here for like, what, 5, 6 years-ish.
Thank you. Bro.
Yeah, I know. And when I've got to go somewhere else, it gives me like heart palpitations,
No,
a bit of anxiety.
I'll take that back, bro. I'll take that back. That should slap you.
No. No, but what I'm saying is I mean, I've you know, bumped in, even when I was at uni and speaking to people and stuff like that, like, oh yeah, where'd you get a haircut? Champs. Oh yeah, I've heard of that, blah, blah, blah.
It's crazy, isn't it?
It's crazy, but the thing is what you've said there, word for word, it is exuded throughout the store, through every single person that works here, because I feel like they kind of resonate that and they replicate that through their own self. You know what I mean? Like when I'm working.
They've been through it with me.
Yeah, exactly.
They've been through it with me, especially right now. All my lads that I have now, they've started in the shop with me as an apprentice with the broom in their hand. They feel this place.
I've seen them go from where they like from
being a little with a coffee shirt to like what are you saying, bro? You're alright. The attitude completely changes, man. It's hilarious. But I make men.
Yeah.
I make men and I make people.
Yeah, no, and it's like that's part of the reason why I come back here, because it just kind of like resonates throughout the whole story and it kind of like exudes that sort of that feeling. Which is great because it's kind of like you can tell that it's kind of like passion over money or all that sort of stuff.
Yeah,
which is great. Now, the interesting part for me is obviously that kind of like crossover with the boxing. So kind of like what I'm assuming obviously, because the boxing was a huge part of your life, and obviously you kind of have that integrated in there. There's a lot of wild stuff in here, so I'm just kind of like, how's that kind of journey?
Every piece of memorabilia's got something. There's a story behind it. Someone's give it to us. It's been signed by someone for me.
Yeah.
I used to collect this stuff, and obviously, like the missus wouldn't let me put it up on the walls in the living room.
Yeah.
Shit don't go with my curtains and stuff. Do you know what I mean?
Yeah.
All this red and black and all this, you know. Like, no, let's put it in your shed. Like, my shed. So I was like, one day I'm gonna have a shop and I'm gonna put all my stuff up there. Every barbershop that I worked in, I always had either a fight poster, because I've been going to the fights for a long time.
Yeah. So
I'd go to the fights, but it started off by having like the British fights up there. You know, like I'd just like help promote, you know what I mean? Just like I'd like to take the posters and put them up next to my section.
Yeah. And
then as I got more serious with the boxing and stuff, as a fan, as a coach, you know, I'd go to Vegas, and so yeah, man, like all this stuff's all, like I say, it's genuine, like crazy art. Like this piece here, it's Muhammad Ali piece. It's mad that the artist was a customer like you.
Really?
Yeah, and he's done a lot of like good stuff and made himself very famous with that style of And it's mad because I didn't even realise it was him. In the pandemic, like fuck all was going on, right? And a big parcel came through, and I'm rapping, it's that.
Is it?
And I'm like, what the fuck? Because I thought I'd just cheer you up, champ. Like the note behind it. I said, look, when I was down and out, I didn't have nothing. Just come and get a haircut, and you and your boys used to make me feel so good.
Really?
And I needed it. And I never once talked to you lot about it or nothing, but I was a struggling artist. But I've done really well with these Muhammad Ali pieces, and I've done really well with my art lately. And I always remember that you lot always make me. And I always remember when I'm doing these pieces, I'm like, yeah, I always remember you lot. And I was like, bro, I was like, wow. And I started crying, bro. I was like, wow. And so I'm saying, so every piece, and there's pieces like people that come in, they get a haircut, they go, you know what, I bought something on charity once, and I just thought I'm buying something, I got drunk, yeah, and but it's been laying in my shed for years, you want it, champ? I'm like, yeah, cool, then, they'll bring it in, it's a fucking signed Mike Tyson. I'm like, what? You're donating this to my museum, like, you know what I'm saying? I'm
Yeah.
So like every time, bro, like, promoter gave me a Muhammad Ali signed glove to try and get me to fight.
Jesus.
You know? Yeah, bro, because obviously I can sell a lot of tickets out of it. 225 tickets for a fight in a strip joint, like white collar stuff. Like, yeah, go ahead. Like, yeah, go on, chat. Here's a gift. Gift. Yeah. What's that for? You fight again, chat. For that fucking glove, I'll fight anyone right now, bro. Like, you can't, you know what you're doing. You know what I'm saying, bro? It's the best, bro. It's the best. And like, the stories that behind it's amazing.
Yeah.
Being called up to cut. Being called up to cut fighters. Being called from across the sea, like in New York. Like heroes of mine in barbering. Called me up and said, yo, champ, one of my customers is coming over. He's coach such and such, massive coach in America, I have to say names. He's bringing a fighter over, and will you cut him? I'm like, yeah, of course. So I'll go down there and get cutting. Then they'll be like, yo, we got to go training. I'm like, yeah, I'll come with you. I'll cut you at the gym or whatever. You know? Yeah, come with us. Get on with everyone. And the next thing you know, I'm in the gym and I'm watching world-class fighters and world-class coaches, and then next thing you know, I'm like, yo, like, I can throw some rocks, bro, can I get some pads for like the haircuts? Fuck like the money, bro. I'm like, what? Like, yeah, fuck the money, let me just get some work. And then like I would show them that I had quickly picked up what they were just doing.
Yeah. And
then I'd just quickly do it, and they'd be like, raw, like. And then I'd think, to myself, I'd think like there's something here. Something there.
Yeah.
You know? And I kind of like loved it. And the next thing you know, like, yo, champ, what are you doing? Like, and I'd be like, yo, what I tell you not staying in? Like, oh, that promoter's fucking you guys over, bro. He's trying to like put you in the worst part of town and boom, boom, boom. Like, what do you mean, champ? Like, yeah, let me make a couple phone calls. I used to work for Hilton and for Marriott. I make a couple phone calls and that. And get you moved out of that hotel, get you put in something nice, bro. And he'd be like, what? He said, what gym are you in? I'm like, oh no, that's a dead gym, bro. Let me get you something nice. And I'd be the fixer.
Nice.
You know what I mean?
Like,
so I'd fix that kind of for people.
Yeah.
And then next thing you know, like, yo, champ, you want ringside tickets? I'm like, yeah, sure. So I'd be there with my wife watching ringside. You know, after I used to like buy the cheapest ticket to be able to fly to everybody in the events and stuff.
Oh yeah.
Yeah. And then I'd end up front row. Bye to everybody.
Yeah.
I've got my tricks up my sleeve and that, but then being invited to then being like, yo, champ, you coach? I'm like, yeah. Will you be in our corner? Like, yeah. Like, what? Spit bucket? Like, yeah. Will you do the stool? Like, yeah. Come on, bro. Like, fuck. Next thing you know, everyone's seeing their fucking favourite barber on Sky Sports up the ass. You know what I mean? It's like, yo, that's champ. Like, you know what I mean, bro? I'm the fastest spit bucket in the town, bro. Fastest spit bucket in town. I always take the piss with that, bro. I love it. But I love it, bro. Like, just yesterday, I was with one of my white qualifiers, bro, and he fucking bloodbath, bro. The homie got fucking put about. But like, respect to him, he took his beating like a man. And he took on a fight like he's never fought before. You can tell he's never had a fight in his life. He took on a fight with 2 months training and fucking went and done it because he saw on the email that it said beginner. So I went, fuck it, bro. Like, but it changed his life. gave him a confidence that I've never seen like in him before.
It will do.
You know when you see like someone's a bit wimpy.
Yeah.
He kind of like he needed it, and you can tell that God put him in my way for me to like just push him through that.
Yeah.
Go and take your beating like a man.
Yeah.
You know that happens, bro. So I've been with the winners. I've been with the small guys and lost with them too, and I just love it. You know what I'm saying?
Absolutely. The whole game.
Yeah.
So, I think that's a perfect segue actually, because I mean, for everyone watching, you can kind of see the store for what it is, and obviously, you know, it looks great. But if you guys don't know, there's a boxing gym downstairs. So, how did that come about? What was the purpose behind it? Because I know obviously you've got the gym in Colombia.
Yeah.
as well.
So we've got a gym in Medellin, which when the pandemic hit us, we got shut down 3 times, which is why I want a story with that.
Yeah.
And I just lost my head, bro. Like I went proper like, you know, like when Tyson Fury starts telling you that he lost it.
Yeah.
That was me, bro.
I remember it. Yeah.
So I lost it, bro, and I was like, the fuck, I'm gonna lose it all. And I just went proper like, ah. And we're blessed to be able to have Colombian passports, and we went. We went, and I went to Colombia and got bored of being during the pandemic. It was a lot easier there. People were already walking around doing everything, and when I got there, I just ended up contacting 2-time world champion, Babies Mendoza. He was at a gym, went down there, picked up 2 fighters, took them to 7-0. Learned a hell of a lot.
Nice.
Met Mr. Jeff Mayweather, Uncle Jeff. Held the spit bucket at him for them, you know, fastest spit bucket in Colombia again.
Love that.
Managed to like meet and help and fix for people in the boxing world, and just like then just realised I'm opening up my boxing gym. Then I thought, right, barbershop still running, thank God. And I said, God every time, like when it's looked like it was gonna stumble and fall, God always kept us going. I come back, and obviously there's things, you know what I'm saying? Like London was weird. London was fucking weird. People were still not themselves, bro.
Yeah.
There was a lot of like mental health. There was a lot of people. I was just realising that I wasn't the only one.
This is COVID times, yeah.
Just after when I come back.
Yeah.
And no one wants to pay tax no more. No one wants to cut hair no more. Everyone wants to be a new DJ and shit, and everyone wants to do these different things now.
Yeah.
Had half the team. People would come back different. And half the team didn't get on with the other half of the team. So remember, that means we got a quarter.
Yeah, pretty much, yeah.
So one quarter was up here, the other quarter was downstairs. So I was like, yo, what's up? What's going on here? Like, you don't think I've got electricity money for like everything? Like, fuck off, switch over those lights. Everyone upstairs started getting along. Because I'm back. So I like pushed it all up here, got all the chairs going up here, how it is again.
Yeah.
And then like it started to get a little bit busier again. And then I was downstairs and I was thinking, I can't pay the rent with like just one floor running like downstairs. It's expensive around here.
Yeah.
So I was just there and I was hell of a lot of praying, hell of a lot of reading, trying to stay inspired, trying to keep my brain like moving and cooking and shit. And one day, it was the day that I got pissed off and told everyone to go upstairs, and I made them carry these chairs up themselves and that.
I remember you told me that, yeah.
And one of my mates, bless him, a good coach, great boxing coach. I ain't gonna say his name because I ain't gonna touch. You'll know that I call him great. But he came to see me, and he saw that I was a bit pissed off that day.
Yeah.
And he said to me, go ahead, Chad.
That's alright.
These are you lot's ones, right? These ones here.
Yeah.
And he said to me, Chad, what's up? Chad, you got some pads? And I went, yeah, need to hit something. So I usually like to do my pads out there.
Yeah.
Always like capture like attention and you know. And he said to me, Do you fancy it? Do you fancy? Ah, it started pissing down. So he goes, oh, let's do it downstairs where we just was. So we moved everything about, and done about an hour of pads down there. And it just came to me that what I'd just done in Colombia, building out a fucking big gym.
Yeah.
Fucking replicate it here, man. Come on, chat. Think. You donor.
Open your brain.
Yeah. But it took that moment of, you know, a couple of slaps with the pads and stuff from my mate, and like me hitting hard and fucking getting the anger out. And it just came to me, and I was like, wow, you know, it's here. And so I spent the next. Funny, I walked, literally that same day I walked upstairs after I trained. I walked upstairs across the road, there's a hardware store, and I bought a sledgehammer. And I walked past everyone, and everyone looked at me like, what's he doing? And they even called my wife in Colombia and said like, yo, I think Champs lost it, like, call your husband. And I went downstairs and I knocked the wall down, bro. And I started imagining, I started creating.
Just like that.
And like you just said, like that 1% thing and all that, sometimes you're a nutcase and that, like, make me rough, bro. Like, everyone thought I was mad. And I went, right, what am I going to do with this place? And I just thought, you know what, it's a boxing gym.
Just makes sense.
Made sense. And yeah. And ever since then, I built it out, thank God. And like always, you know, I'm blessed to have amazing people around me, amazing help, a wicked team, an amazing team, amazing family around me.
Yeah.
And everyone helping me to create that. And then yeah, like created the little gym downstairs, and it's already had so many cool people come in, and
yeah.
You know, and I've done it kind of like for me to be able to work my professionals in there, but I want to give those skills to my everyday clients that have helped me, you know, build this place up, help me raise my kids, feed my kids, you know what I mean?
Yeah.
So like, it's been a nice way of me bringing people along and saying to them like, oh, we get you in shape.
Yeah.
And give you confidence.
Yeah.
You know?
Absolutely.
You put a bit of weight and take that off. You know, like.
I could do it better.
And so I've got a lot of guys that are coming to me that are white qualified, because it's very popular now, the boxing, thank God.
Yeah.
So I've got a lot of white qualifiers coming in, everyone's signing up for white qualifiers. Come. Like, yeah, come. I'll teach you, I'll make you a better fighter, hopefully. You know. So I had a lot of fun. Still got to work with professionals. And yeah. So yeah, like, just blessed, man.
Yeah, definitely. And the way that you've explained how it happens and stuff like that, that's when you know it's like legit and genuine. When you have that moment, you're like, oh shit, that's what I need to do.
Yeah.
Yeah. It's a big thing.
We have those moments, don't we?
Yeah, we definitely do.
Those moments, and sometimes you'll rack your brain and you think, I'm not getting it. I'm not getting that moment. Where is it? Where is this? And like, you know, I'll be honest with you, man. I felt like that for a while.
Yeah.
And then like it just came. And I say thank God it's worked out. You know?
Yeah. No, absolutely.
Yeah, it's worked out.
Yeah, because we had a similar moment like that as well, because we had a period of time when we weren't doing anything with the brand. Nothing was going on. All of my boys, everyone around me, they were like, what are you doing? Even my mum and my dad, they were like, what's going on with the brand? You're doing so well, why have you stopped? And I'm like, it's not feeling right, it's not
Throws off.
It's, yeah, throwing off. I was like, what's going on? And then someone just hit me, and I was like, I know what we're doing, and that's why we're doing what we're doing today. And now we're blessed because we've had lots of multiple great opportunities. Obviously, we're sat here right now. So, yeah. So it's just, have you got any prospective fighters and stuff at the moment that you're feeling good on? That you're feeling like, right, okay, they can do it.
I've got.
You don't have to say any names, Mike. Say, just say one person to give them all hope.
I've got. Interesting. I've got a lot of Latin kids coming to see me.
Okay.
Which is amazing for me. Feels good in my heart that I'm helping my community, my people.
Yeah.
But because of where we are, because of the connections that we have, we've had like some amazing fighters come through already. And it's rubbing off. It's rubbing off on the customers. It's rubbing off on the young lads that are doing the white collar, the young lad that's doing amateurs.
Yeah.
He's getting in the ring with pros. For the last 3 days I've had a kid that's an amateur from America, from Jersey, brought up in Florida. But he's been over here training with me every day. And so I'm mixing pros with amateurs, with white collar, and I'm pushing them along to just become a lot better. So quite a little bit of a melting pot downstairs of like tough training. Yeah, I've just seen a big improvements in everyone that I've had down there. And I'm very, very proud. And I've had some big names down there, man, so.
Yeah, just to mention, obviously Big Zoo,
I'm a Big Zoo down there for the photos, and I haven't had him training because he's injured at the moment, but I do train Big Zoo.
Nice. We saw him earlier.
Yeah?
Yeah,
he's hosting today, right?
Yeah, he's at the
he's injured, he should be playing.
Is it?
He's a heck of a striker, he's good left foot.
Is it?
Yeah.
He learns something every
He's
day.
got a problem in his foot, so that's why.
I see.
That's why he's hosting.
Yeah, there you go. Makes sense.
He'd get himself in there no matter what, bro. Somehow. If not, he'd be cooking for everyone.
Yeah, I see his show. He's a good
I love him, bro. I love him. He's an amazing person.
Yeah, he's good energy. I've had a few trims here where he's been about.
Great energy. But he flew to Colombia to be with us and when I opened up the gym.
I think I heard that, yeah.
So that just showed that they came, spent time with us and that. With the boys, Tubbs and Hyde and all the boys and that, spent time in my house and that. Spent time with me training in the gym.
Yeah. I think Chris said he went to his wedding or something as well. I think, something like that. I can't remember.
Was
it Chris's wedding? I think. Can't remember.
Gio's.
Yeah.
Gio's.
Yeah.
Yeah. So I mean, he's an amazing person. And great energy, cool to train.
Is it?
Hilarious to train. Yeah.
He's got a punch. I can imagine. Yeah, he's a big boy.
He's gonna be fine soon.
Nice. Get him on the influence undercards.
He's gonna be fine soon. Hey Chunkz, sign for the fight, man. 40 M's. You know that he keeps calling you out, bro. 40 M's, just do it, bro.
Again, I tell you what. Look, here we go. Perfect segue again. I was going to ask you, what's your opinion on the whole influence of boxing?
Love it, man. Love it.
Really?
Yeah.
That's a refreshing.
5 years ago, MMA's better than boxing. Boxing's dead. MMA. I used to take the piss and say, you like watching two naked man in pants, bro. Fuck off, bro. I used to take the piss, but I could see what it was doing. It was great. I love MMA, bro. Like, I've been fortunate to like work with MMA fighters.
Yeah.
And I love Overeem. I've cut his hair. And I love Bisping. He's an amazing guy. I've cut his hair and I've seen him fight. Wow. Yeah, bro. Like I know the UFC boys. Big up the UFC boys. I know the lads that own the gyms over here. Big up Fighters Inc. Boxing community is a small world, but it's a lovely world, man. It's funny.
Yeah.
Man.
Have you got any eyes on any of the influencer boxers that you're thinking they've got some hands, or anyone that's standing out at all?
Well, we've got a little Spartan J that trains here and every now and then. He's a big calisthenics influencer.
Okay.
Massive in the world of calisthenics. And he's a tiny little guy. But he's got himself on the influencer card, the next card up in Newcastle.
Oh, the one coming up?
The one coming up.
Yeah.
And he's amazing. He's gonna fuck whoever it is. I don't know who's fighting, but he can fight. Yeah, and of course, man, he's like a little monkey, like jumping up around throwing bars and that. So he's got power, bro.
Yeah.
And he's gonna fuck someone up, and then he's gonna carry on with the pros, bro. So I would say keep your eye on him. Small Spartan J on Instagram. I've been cutting his hair since he was a kid in uniform.
Is it?
Now we also help him train in that, so it's amazing. Look out for everyone. There's a lot of people that have got into it on the sly, on the quiet, got themselves into fitness through boxing, through swinging punches, and then after a while they just start fancying themselves a little fight. It's good to put themselves through it, the camp, realise how hard it is. But I love it. I absolutely love it. Whenever you heard like saying that he was gonna, mix it all up and that, I thought, yes, go for it, because I could see what was gonna happen. I could see that the kids I was talking to my neighbours just now outside. He's had a drink, but him and his mate, they love talking with me boxing. But his son was standing there. Most times, his son would just be standing there looking at Champ, like just rabbit on about boxing with his dad and his mate. But all of a sudden, he turned around and he went, "Hey Champ, what do you think about Jake Paul and KSI?" You know what I mean?
Yeah.
Wicked. I mean, that's what they did. So that kid will go on to go this pro fighter and this and that, which I think is cool.
Yeah, very cool.
You know?
Very, very, very cool. Incredible. Amazing. Well, I think we're good for time, but I just wanted to wrap up with one question, which has been on a lot of people's minds in terms of the whole boxing thing.
Mm-hmm.
What's your opinion on the situation, or should it happen, Usyk and Fury? What's your thoughts on that whole situation?
I think it's a great fight.
Yeah.
I think Tyson does. Tyson beats him up.
Do you think?
Yeah.
I think he's got it.
Tyson does him. Tyson beats. We were ringside for the Usyk fight against Dubois last week. I was blessed to be in Adam's corner, Adam Hamid's corner.
Yeah.
And we were there to see the Dubois punch on the belt and whatever and that. Piss him down. It was a great night. But Dubois was great. Dubois, you know what I mean? Bro, he was a black man in Poland, bro. Do you know what I'm saying? A black man in Poland with like thousands of Ukrainians, like, so it was uphill.
Yeah.
You know what I mean?
Yeah.
And he had it. And but Usyk was always good. But Tyson does it, man. Like, he's too small for Tyson, I think.
Really?
Yeah, I think. But he's got great movement. But from what I saw against Dubois, Tyson Fury absolutely does it, bro.
Yeah. Was that under the belt, do you reckon?
What? I don't know. It's on the. I would say on the belt. I would say it was on the belt. Right?
Yeah.
And I think the way he went down and all that, I think was a bit much for what it was.
Yeah.
Do you know what I mean?
Yeah. I see. Well, yeah. I mean, it's definitely been an honour. It's been a great time seeing him,
thank you.
having a chat, just kicking it back. You know, having a back and forth. Hopefully we've got some few bits and pieces in the works and stuff like that, which you'll know about soon. But yeah, if you've got anything that you want to shout out, anyone you want to shout out, any?
No, man, big up yourself for going through with you know what you're doing. I like the way you're doing it. You know what I mean? Appreciate you know, checking for me to do it. Thank you for letting me tell my story and that. You know, I hope it touches someone's heart, maybe a barber or maybe a coach or maybe, you know. And yeah, man.
Yeah, we need some barbers on this level. And you need some more around the world.
That's it, yeah. That's the dream.
Then I won't feel as guilty going anywhere else.
That's the dream. We'll have one in Dubai, one in New York, and one in Vegas.
Is that the plan? Let's make it work, baby. Let's go.
Thank you, Champ.
Nice one.
Appreciate it.
Nice one. Perfect.
That was fun.
Yeah, absolutely. Yeah, that's good.